Treasure hunting. Did it sound as weird to you as it did come out of my mouth? Okay.
Let's talk about that.
Yes! Everybody loves treasure hunting. If you say you don't, you are a liar.
Now there are ways today to go treasure hunting, and that is called geocaching.
Dude, geocaching's fun.
It is a lot of fun, but we're not talking about a simple geocaching. We are talking about real life treasures worth at least hundreds of thousands.
I mean, we're just talking like something that you would get out of bed for. We're talking legit treasure, gold, jewels, whatever. It's out there, and we have found 4 of the dopest stories, I think. But first, we want to present to you some real life treasure that you can claim right now, right below us.
That join button's got some sweet treasure.
That's right. You guys join up with us. You'll have access to all kinds of different things, including live Q&A hangouts with us every month.
Yes, we are going to be hosting them around the middle of the month, every single month. And we're excited to get to know you as well as you get to know us. But that's not it, guys. We've got bloopers, we've got sweet emojis and badges. I'm gonna throw those up on the screen right now.
That's right. So you, our Trigers, can show your allegiance.
And join this tribe. Without further ado, let's jump into this topic. The first one, and this is the story that intrigued me the most, was this story that I stumbled upon about 2 kids who had moved into a new house, went out back with some shovels, started digging holes in their parents' backyard. They uncover the roof of this car, start on pulling out these sheets. They had to call 911 to get an excavation team out there. Turns out it was a 1974 Ferrari Dino 246 GTS. Back then, worth a lot of cash.
Just buried in their backyard.
Yeah, turns out the guy that owned it hired some thieves to steal it and drive it into the ocean. But instead of driving it into the ocean, they thought, let's cash in twice, bury it, come back, unbury it, and then they've made money both ways. After it had been dug up, they put it on an auction and a local mechanic purchased it and then repaired it, restored it, and then gave it a sweet little license plate that said, dug up.
That's cool, because that's like real life, true story of like hidden treasure. So I've got a story for you. It's called The Golden Owl. So basically this Golden Owl is a French armchair treasure hunt book filled with clues to a hidden location of what's called the Golden Owl. It was buried in a secret location somewhere in France by Max Valentine, which was the pseudonym for this guy Regis Hauser. Now, Valentine is what we'll call him, buried a bronze replica of the owl in 1993. So this was not even that long ago. Valentine provided a series of 11 clues to the statue's location, which were accompanied by illustrations created by the sculptor Michael Becker. He was also the creator of the prize. Should the sculpture be found by anyone, it may be exchanged for a 22-pound diamond encrusted gold and silver owl statue. So they buried the fake one, but if you find it, you go to them and you would exchange it for this legit one. It was initially estimated at $168,000.
Okay.
But a Swiss collector contacted Valentine to propose that it should be valued at over $500,000. Max Valentine died in a car crash in 2009. 16 years to the day after he buried the original owl.
What?
Before his death,
Okay.
Valentine frequently checked the location. He found the dirt nearby the owl was disturbed, as in somebody got really close, but they didn't find it. He also received over 1 million messages regarding the treasure, half of which claimed to have solved it. There was one guy out of all of these people that actually came close, and still no one actually solved it.
Really?
A treasure hunter even burned down a chapel in a small town located somewhere in the middle of France, believing incorrectly that the owl was buried underneath it.
No way!
Burned down a freaking church
I'm gonna
looking for this
commit
owl.
arson to get
Right,
500K.
Dude, people will go to crazy lengths. But as of 2019, the buried treasure still remains a mystery. No one has found it.
But since he passed, can they claim it?
No. So when he passed, the original location of it is in a sealed envelope that his lawyer has.
Oh.
So his lawyer won't open it. He won't let anyone open it. The actual golden owl went through some weird legal stuff. The guy who made it wanted to like turn it in. like wanted to sell it and get the money for it, but the lawyers wouldn't let him, and so they took it from him. And then now they've given it back to him, but he has the legal obligation to hold it until somebody brings the bronze statue to him to exchange it.
What?
Yes, and this is the second longest running contest in the armchair treasure hunt genre.
Wait, so you were just in France?
I know!
And you didn't go look?
Missed opportunity! I didn't know it existed.
Dang. Okay, maybe we should fly to France.
Let's go burn down a church.
Let's not.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just look for dirt that's disturbed. And then dig around.
And then dig around it a lot.
Okay, now, Cam, I have to know, for this next one, where do you like hiding stuff? And you don't have to give it away, but like, do you like hiding things in boxes? Do you like put it behind stuff? Is it a combination? Are you burying stuff out back?
Dude, I will tell you this. When I was younger, I was obsessed for whatever reason with like hiding spots. So I would try to find the most obscure thing I could. I legit almost like cut a hole in my floor to like hide a box under the carpet or something. Like,
really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
I got way into puzzle boxes. So I actually have a couple puzzle boxes that I keep like little things in, and then I hide those in something else.
Well, this one happened just after World War II, when it was coming to an end and the Nazis knew that they were not going to win. But they had all this treasure that they needed to get rid of. They decided up in the Austrian Alps that they were going to throw it into Lake Toplitz. In 1959, they recovered 700 million counterfeit British pounds that they were trying to inflate the British economy with.
So they weren't even real. Why'd they try to get rid of it? Were they afraid of getting in trouble?
That's a good question.
I mean, there's other things we're probably more mad about than the fake money.
I don't know. But it is believed that at the bottom of this lake, there are still containers holding priceless art, gold, gems, and all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of time has passed since then. So it is estimated there's about 10 meters worth of just plant life and brush and woods falling on top of these treasures. And a lot of people will go and try and dig up these treasures at the bottom of these lakes. And a lot of people have passed trying to do this.
Dude, it wouldn't be a good treasure story without some death, unfortunately.
Needless to say, if you're in the mood for treasure hunting, please don't go to Lake Toplitz. I don't want you diving down and dying trying to find a treasure that may not even exist.
But to continue on with this theme of deep hidden treasure, have you ever heard of the Money Pit?
No.
So there's this place called Oak Island. Back in 1795, a teenager named Daniel McGinnis saw strange lights on the island offshore from his parents' house. Upon investigating the island, the source of the lights, McGinnis noticed a peculiar circular depression approximately 13 feet in diameter in the dirt. He decided to go grab two of his friends, and he brought them back, and they started digging. They dug for about 10 feet, and they ran into these wooden slats. Okay, so they broke through them. They dug down another 10 feet, so they're 20 feet down, and they run into more wooden slats. So they break through those, and guess what they found?
Treasure.
More dirt.
Oh.
So they had to keep digging. Like, they went so far down, okay? I think they went about 5 more feet, and they gave up. Fast forward to the 1800s. I think it was like 1804, the Onslow Company catches wind of this.
Okay.
At this point, they're calling it the Money Pit. They bring in some machinery and like they start digging. Again, every like 10 feet, they run into wood. They even find coconut leaves, which coconuts are not native to the island. They dig for 90 feet. They take the night off. They come back the next day. The hole filled up with water overnight.
What?
Right? Well, they're on an island, okay?
Okay.
So they don't know how the water got into it. They don't know if it just flooded in, if it's coming from an underground spring or whatever. They try to pump it out, and it's coming back in almost as fast as they can get it out. So they give up. 1849, another company starts digging. They found more wood layers. They had more flooding. In 1861, another association tried excavating, but the thing collapsed into either a booby trap or a natural cavern. 1931, more excavations. 1960s, more excavations. Tons of people have been trying to find this stuff. Finally, the Restall family tried digging into it, and it ended in some fatalities.
Oh.
So one day, Mr. Restall and his son were digging a new shaft. So they started to try digging next to it and then like going over into it, like different approaches, because going straight down was not working. Mr. Restall peered over the edge to examine the work. He succumbed to noxious gases coming out of the hole, fell into this water-filled pit, right into the hole. His son, you run after him, he looks in the hole, succumbs to the same gas, falls in. 2 dudes, other workers, standing by, see this happen. They run over, succumb to the gas, fall into the hole. All 4 of them died that day. Well, anyways, rinse, repeat every couple of decades, people trying to find stuff. Even Franklin Delano Roosevelt came to take a look and tried digging some stuff.
What?
In 2014, a show called The Curse of Oak Island came out on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It's about 2 brothers' search for this fabled treasure.
What treasure? Like,
Exactly.
so far, it's got nothing but dirt, wood, and death.
No, listen to this. So at about 40 feet, they found this brick slab with this weird inscription on it made of just like lines and dots. And so they didn't know what it said. And then this was found in like early 1800s. And it wasn't until 1861, so I think somewhere around 40 or 50 years later, that they translated it and it said 2 million pounds rest below. So straight up, it was telling them there is gold in here, or there's treasure here. So some say it's pirate treasure, others say it's Navy treasure, or Marie Antoinette's jewels, or something belonging to the Freemasons.
Dang.
Right? Some crazy stuff, but whether it holds Captain Kidd's treasure, Sir Francis Bacon's plays, it remains uncertain. The one detail that is widely agreed upon, the money pit of Oak Island, remains one of the greatest mysteries on the planet. Right, dude? Don't you just want to go dig it up?
Let's go.
This is why
I
people
got a backhoe.
have done it so... You have a backhoe? I just have a shovel.
No, I got a hoe in the back.
Oh!
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna top that story, but this one is far more obtainable, I believe.
Okay.
Now, before we jump into this last story, I've got to ask if you've ever gone treasure hunting yourself, and if you would like to go.
Dude, I would love to go treasure hunting.
This one is right in our backyard.
Shut your mouth. Dude,
Yeah.
I watch every one of Matthew McConaughey's movies.
So, back when you were 9, was there anything that ever has stuck with you since? You laid eyes on it, and it became a passion of yours, and it has been a part of your life since. Like a film or a show. I can guarantee X-Men's one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
see?
Uncanny X-Men.
But for Forrest Fenn, it wasn't X-Men. At 9 years old, he found an arrowhead, and this sparked a big passion of his where he wanted to hide buried treasure. So this passion grows as he gets older, and in 1988, this poor dude is diagnosed with cancer. He decided he was going to put at the top of his bucket list that he wanted to hide a real life treasure. So, throughout the course of his life, he gathered all these trinkets, these jewels, these gems, and pieced together this prized possession treasure chest. This is where it gets exciting. He defeated his cancer.
Dope!
Yes, which makes his story very fruitful.
Way more exciting.
And in 2010, he went out and hid the treasure chest. This is 9 years ago.
Has it been found?
No.
Ah!
And the best part is, he's hidden it somewhere in the Rocky Mountains.
Shut your mouth.
It is estimated that the prized possessions in this treasure chest are worth $1 to $3 million. Since then, Fenn has published 2 whole books worth of hints on where he has hidden the chest. It's been 9 years. No one's found it. So it can't be easy, but I'm very curious about the poems in that book and if we could find it.
Dude, I am so down to try. Do we know for sure? Has he like checked to make sure it's still there?
Yes. Yeah, he's
So why don't we
very
just
much
follow
alive.
him around?
One of his things about the whole treasure was that he enjoys watching people work together. He says it's bringing families together, it's bringing friends together, and that's what the most enjoyment that he gets
That's
out of it.
dope.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed this new segment. We decided we'd try our best at sharing stories that we found interesting.
Yes. I liked it. It was cool.
I know. It's out of our norm, and it's just fun to kind of learn about things that I didn't know before.
Yeah. But let us know what you think. Like, do you enjoy this? Did you have fun listening to this story time, I guess you could call it? But because it was a lot of fun and we put a lot of preparation into it, so I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks so much for joining this tribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
I actually made booby traps for fun.
So your booby traps work.
Like straight up, dude, I would dig a hole, place sticks over it, lay leaves on top of that, and put dirt down. Dude, these were legit booby traps. All the holes I dug just ended up tripping my mom and getting me in trouble.
Okay.
Almost broke my mom's ankle many times.